encourage us all to think big and act now.
Think big.
Think big.
Think big.
Thinking big.
Thinking really big.
Think bigger. Go big.
Think big. Dream big.
Think big for new world.
Hello, viewers. My name is Mohammed Rashid Didar. I'm from New Jersey, Patterson. Viewers, wish you everybody are healthy and happy. Tonight, my Think Big channel, I have a very honorable guest, newly elected Commissioner, Board of Education, City of Patterson. Welcome, Dania Martinez, in our show.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Think Big, for having me here tonight. It's a pleasure of mine.
Respected viewers, our mission, our goal, to improve career, lifestyle, all around the world. Every day, every week, new immigrant comes to this dream country to have a big hope. All around the world, corner, people coming in America to improve their life. So my slogan, I worked last few years with the two words, think big. It means Bangla, boro chinta koro. That's why my guest is Dania Martinez. Let me tell you, honorable viewers, about Dania Martinez. Dania Martinez was born and raised in beautiful city of Patterson, New Jersey. She was a mother of two beautiful and smart children. Dania Martinez became a teen mother at the age of only 18. During her senior years of high school. This was a time in which she faced many challenges, but it became a time where she learned resiliency and held strong to hope. Many people said her dreams and hope were gone, but she thought this is her purpose in life. She struggled, raised her two daughters, while she was only working mother, but she never gave up. She obtained a bachelor degree in arts and Spanish and minor in women and gender studies in Latin American studies from William Patterson University, New Jersey. She completed master's degree in social work from Mount University. And she was a very honorable alumni class of 2018. She got a lot of training, prepared women in New Jersey, and then she ran an office. Now her dream is fulfilled. She was elected as a commissioner, Board of Education, beautiful city of Patterson. Dania, tell me about your, the Patterson city, beautiful. I know you've grown the beautiful Patterson city, and tell me your journey. Like, I know this thing is not came only one day. Can you share with us your journey, please?
Yes. So, my story starts when I was 18. Like you had mentioned before, I became pregnant my last year of high school. Your senior year, where you look forward to your prom, graduation, going off to college, starting new beginnings. The last thing you want to think about is becoming a mother. So, life had that journey for me. I became a mom at 18. It was a struggle. A lot of people, told me that all of my dreams and hopes were not going to be able to be fulfilled, that my only purpose in life was to raise my daughter. So I decided to change that narrative. I said, I was going to raise my daughter while accomplishing all my dreams and keeping holding on to hope that I'll be able to accomplish those goals. So, I graduated high school. I went to in Patterson. Then, I graduated. I worked full time. Then I went and got my master's degree in social work. And, throughout this time, there were a lot of doors that closed. It wasn't an easy process. There were times where I wanted to give up, but I knew that I had a purpose in life. And it was to show that when things get hard, when life knocks you down, you learn to get right back up. And that's what I did. And I want to show other women that when you work hard for the dreams, no matter how difficult a road might get, to never give up, because life is not easy and nothing that you want to obtain in life is ever easy, because if things were easy, everyone would do it, right? So um, you just have to hold on strong. So, and the other thing is I was born and raised in Patterson, and I love my city. I had numerous times to relocate, move somewhere else, but I love my community. I love the ambiance of the culture, the diversity, and I'm very happy here. And I want to raise my children here, both my daughter, my son, and so they understand how life is and how you have to work hard for the things that you want.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. Uh, your parents, they were originally from. What is your parents from? What country?
Okay, so I'm Dominican. My parents are from Dominican Republic. They're both immigrants. They migrated here from the Dominican Republic. My father migrated here by himself, and then he worked hard to bring my mom and my brother. My mom was pregnant with me when she came to the United States. So she came like maybe 6 months before I was born. So 1983, they migrated to Patterson, New Jersey. We first lived on Total Avenue. And then when I was about 2 years old, we moved to Sheridan Ave. So I've been living in Sheridan Ave all of my life. So Second Ward. So I literally been raised and born in the Second Ward in Patterson. And a lot of, my family, my mom and my father have taught me the value of hard work. My dad, he migrated here with no type of resources, and, purchased his first home in a very short period of time, and my dad was a workaholic, and these were things that I admired of him. And he taught us that that the importance of working hard and not being afraid of work. And I'm not afraid of work. I will pull up my sleeves and get the things that I need to get done. My mom taught me the value of education. So I had the balance of both from my parents, the value of hard work and the value of education. So with those two combined, it has helped me to become the strong and independent woman that I am today.
Did you visit beautiful? Did you visit dear Dominican Republic?
Oh, yes, yes. I would go all the time when I was younger. I have about 2 years that I don't go, but I frequent all the time. I still have family over there that when I go, I stay and visit them. I stay at the resorts sometimes, but yeah, I go all the time when I have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Commissioner, tell me about the family value, like when you was a teen years old, like now, like the importance of the family value in our society. Tell me, what is the difference, like your time and now,
I mean, coming from a Latino culture, um, it's not very accepted to be, a young mother, especially, being out of wedlock. But I was very fortunate enough to have, supportive parents. Unfortunately, my father had passed away when I was 12 years old, so he wasn't present in my life, after that time. But my mom, raised me in and did the best that she could. It was a very difficult time, not only for myself but for my family, for my mom. But she didn't give up on me. She knew that I had to push forward, and like I mentioned before, education was very important to her. So I had to get my education no matter what. So she supported me however she could. She helped me raise my daughter. I could not take full credit for that. Um, when I had to work long days, she was my babysitter. I saved costs on babysitting. When I had to go to school, if I needed something, she would provide it for me, as well as my brother. So I had a strong support system, and I'm very thankful and grateful, for that. And now in the culture that we have today, things are very different. And I think what matters is that we support our families, we support our children, especially when our children go through difficult times, like what I went through, that I was a teen mom, as a 18-year-old. Like, you don't think about these things, at that point you're forced to become an adult, you're forced to become responsible. So it's important to have that support system and know that you have someone that you can count on and guide you through this, new beginning.
So that means the bottom line, what I find you, the education is power. If you have education inside, all the door will be open. Viewers, just for you guys information, I have lots of viewer in, like, Bengali people. So I'm going to translate something from
Okay.
Diana's mouth.
Okay.
সুপ্রিয় দর্শক মন্ডলী, আমরা আজকে যাকে নিয়ে এসেছি, আমার অতিথি ডায়না মার্টিনেজ। 18 বছর বয়সে তার প্রথম সন্তান, অনলি 18 ইয়ার্স ওল্ড। তারপর সংগ্রাম, অনেক যুদ্ধ, সবকিছুর পরে একে একে ব্যাচেলর ডিগ্রি, মাস্টার ডিগ্রি করে আজকে এত বড় একটা শহরের, হোল সিটি অফ প্যারাসন, যেখান থেকে সে মোর দেন 17,000 ভোট। সো এটা একদিনে আসেনি। আমরা সে তার ফ্যামিলি ভ্যালু নিয়ে কথা বললো, যে তার ফ্যামিলি তাকে অনেক সাপোর্ট করেছে, যার জন্য সে আজকে এই পর্যায়ে। আমি আশা করছি যে তার সাথে আলাপচারিতা আমি আরো আপনাদেরকে ট্রান্সলেট করে শোনাবো। ডায়না, the education, why you choose the board of education? Like, tell my viewers, like.
The reason I'm very passionate about education. I've worked in the school system for more than 10 years. I'm currently a school social worker, and education to me is key. I'm not saying you have to, college is the only way. There's many other options. I advocate for different avenues for my students, but I feel when you're educated, and you learn new things, you're capable of being open-minded to different things, because ignorance is bliss at sometimes, but sometimes it could be your worst enemy. So um, that's why I chose to run for the Board of Education, because I felt a few things needed to be changed. I wanted to advocate more for our parents. And I heard, a lot of concerns were presented to me. I've been very involved in the community, and a lot of concerns have been addressed to me by families from different communities. And it was a time to that I felt that I needed to step forward and bring the knowledge that I have and experiences.
That means you do a lot of volunteer work before you do the volunteer job.
Yeah.
So our generation, the new kids, those who goes to the high school, college, university, tell us, like, tell my viewers the importance of the volunteer work. It will help their resume and your career, right?
Yes. So volunteer is very important, because especially if you're depending, I always recommend to volunteer in something that you're interested, as far as like career wise. For me, I knew I always wanted to be a social worker. I knew I always wanted to be involved in the community. When I started volunteering, I looked towards things that helped people. So it helped me build connections, network, meet new people, explore my options about community service. Although I always wanted to be a social worker, I still have my insecurities about, what did the job entail? What were the things that I had to prepare myself for? It wasn't an easy task for me to decide to get my master's in social work because, with everything going on, it's a lot of, as a single parent, um, it's a lot to handle. So these are things, that I started asking people around me that I would meet or cross my path, different social workers, looking into like what career options that I have once I became a social worker. So, that's one advice I would give, if you're going to volunteer something that you're passionate about.
It's not easy, I know. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
So, the citywide, like the education system in student full of campus school, now the world is changed.
Yes.
Everything is, you are the parents of two beautiful children,
Mhm.
and my kids and everybody in home.
Yes.
So, how, like, what is the status now? Do you, what is your observation now? The kids are citywide, their performance, and do you know anything about that?
I mean, with the pandemic, it has brought about a lot of challenges. Um, the city of Patterson, the Board of Education have worked very hard to break the digital divide because that was an issue and concern. That the city provided, Chromebooks and that all of our students had internet access because, this provides equitable education. So I commend, the Board of Education District of Patterson for working tirelessly to provide all of our students the support that they needed. And it's amazing to see how the community banded together, in all aspects with providing food to our students and our families, resources, advocating on mental health resources. Um, for students that, the lockdown was not very easy. So, these mental health resources are very important, counseling, and I think the
Yeah,
district has done a very good job in addressing those issues or concerns.
excellent. You thanks for your concern. That the standard of the teacher, like, um, citywide. Um, I know uh, as you are a commissioner, newly elected, hopefully, this is the very important things. I believe myself. This is my standard of the teacher, citywide. And
Yes.
is any deficiency the teacher or the city have enough teacher?
Um, as of right now, I feel that the staffing is appropriate. I'm not on the board right now, so I wouldn't be able to confirm if there is a deficiency or not. Um, but I this is something that I would look into and advocate. That our children. I'm all about equitable education, and it's important to have the appropriate staffing, the right amount of staffing. And now, if there was a shortage with our staffing with teachers, we have to understand because of the pandemic and safety concerns and all the things that are going on. But um, this is something that I would further look into and advocate.
Thank you so much, viewers. Last 20 minutes, we was talking very serious stuff. Now I'm going to ask Commissioner, how you like, your laser. What is your hobby? What are you doing? Like nothing you have to do in home. Like, did you cook yourself, or can you share with us your?
So when I'm not out in the community or working, like I like to spend time with my children. I like to cook. During the pandemic, I picked up um, Korean food. um, I looked different Korean videos, so I would
So you
create.
learned already the Korean food, right?
Yes, like I try to make some things for my kids. So and I enjoy cooking a lot when I have the time to do it. Um, you know, try out different things, spending time with close friends and family, but most importantly, my children, because I have very hectic schedule, very busy schedule. So anytime that I have free time, I like to spend it with
How old are
them.
your kids?
My daughter,
How old are
she's
your kids?
18. My daughter's 18. She's a freshman in college, and my son is 9 years old. He's in fourth grade.
Still long, long way, you know. So,
Yeah.
how about the like entertainment? Like the watching movie or guitar or music? Can you share something in my viewers today? Two-line
Um,
song.
I like. Well, I don't know how to sing, so
Okay.
I can't sing. But I do listen to different types of music. I love watching movies. On my downtime. Um, Now with the holidays, I like to watch. Holiday movies. So I'm very. I like a lot of. I'm open to anything that that's gonna entertain me, and that's fun. That's gonna teach me something
What
new.
about you? Everything in the hand now, everything in fingertip, the device, right? You can cook, you could dance, you can
Yeah.
exercise. Everything in the technology is everything in the hand. All right, Commissioner. Like, um, the recent election.
Yeah.
I know you are the highest position of out of three commissioner. What is the
Yeah.
secret? Like the people tell us, share with us your pain, your happiness, or when you do the campus in citywide. Can you share us like one or two stories like make you happy? Like
Mhm.
can you share with us anything?
Yeah. I mean, there is no secret. I've always been transparent. I've always been honest through the campaign trail. You know, I'm very thankful to my campaign manager. He had a strategy, a way of doing things, and my focus was to be a candidate and to bring forth my message, make sure that my constituents and my community understood what was my platform. And I think that's very important because your voters have to understand why you're running. If they don't understand why you're running, they're not going to be able to understand your motives. They're not going to be able to connect with you. And that's the key word, your platform, getting your message out, and connecting with your voters. I did run last year. I lost by 8 votes, but I gained as well because um, I was able to meet many people. And from the election time of last year, I didn't stop working. I still continued connecting with my voters. My team got bigger, and they provided me 100%, more than 100% support. I'm very grateful as well to the Bengali community because um, they embraced me and accepted me for who I was and who I am since last year, and continued that route with me till today. And as a female candidate, it's very challenging. I think that's one of the challenges because it's harder for women to speak up and be heard. So the fact that this community, not only the Bengali but all communities in Patterson, accepted me, embraced me, and respected me for the strong and independent woman that I am, and allowed me to speak my voice.
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। সুপ্রিয় দর্শক মন্ডলী, ডায়ানা মার্টিনেজ বলতে চাচ্ছেন যে লাস্ট ইয়ার শি ওয়াজ এ ক্যান্ডিডেট অ্যান্ড সে শুধু 8 ভোটে লুজ করেছিল, কিন্তু সে গিভ আপ করেনি, সে ছেড়ে দেয়নি। মানুষের সাথে কাজ করতে সে ভালোবাসে, অনেক গল্প, অনেক কিছু। কিন্তু সে বলতে চাচ্ছে যে একজন ওমেন ক্যান্ডিডেট হিসাবে এটা অনেক কঠিন কাজ ছিল। ইট ওয়াজ এ ভেরি টাফ জব অ্যাজ এ ওমেন ক্যান্ডিডেট, it's not easy, citywide work, but she succeeded. So Diana, like I saw citywide, second wide was your poster, and newly elected councilman Shaheen Khalek,
Mhm.
both poster is the same. Do you think you are benefited for that?
Of course, it benefited in the sense that we were a team and we support, Councilman Shaheen Khalid has supported me since day one. And I wanted to reciprocate that support. And of course, we were a team and we supported each other. And yes, we both benefited from that support.
Help
And
each other. Yes.
yeah, we help. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't see it as a benefit in a negative way, but a positive way. We were a team and we supported each other 100%.
He need you, you need him. This is and again, like the board of education is a very important department. I was like commissioner in task force few years, and I know like the board of education was, absolutely it's very important for, because education, this is the foundation of our nation.
Yeah.
সো দিস ইজ, সুপ্রিয় দর্শক মন্ডলী, আমার প্রশ্ন ছিল যে শাহিন খালেক এবং তার পোস্টার যে একসাথে ছিল, সে বাঙালি কমিউনিটির প্রত্যেকটা পিপলকে অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েট করছে যে তারা ভোট দিয়েছে, বাঙালি কমিউনিটির লোকজনকে সে ভালোবাসে, তারা ভোট দিচ্ছে এবং সে বাঙালি কমিউনিটির মানুষজনকে নিয়ে এগিয়ে যেতে চায়। I mean, she says this is teamwork and we need to help each other. This way city will be run. Commissioner, thank you so much for your busy time. Supriya Darshak Mandali, respected viewers, we're going to take a very quick break and hopefully you guys with us. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back soon.
Okay, thank you.
উত্তর আমেরিকার প্যাটারসনের সর্ববৃহৎ হালাল সুপারমার্কেট নয়া বাজার। কেনাকাটার জন্য এখানে রয়েছে খোলামেলা এবং নিরাপদ পরিবেশ। মাছ, মাংস, শাকসবজি এবং অন্যান্য যে কোনো গ্রোসারির জন্য আজই আসুন। আমাদের আছে গাড়ি পার্কিং এর সুব্যবস্থা। Noya Bazaar Supermarket, 139 Wayne Avenue, Patterson, New Jersey, 07502. Telephone number 973-942-6692.
Thanks for stay with us. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক মণ্ডলী, অনেক ধন্যবাদ এতক্ষণ আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য। Dania Martinez, you are Democrat. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but my question is like the Board of Education, city, people, who we are in residence in city of Patterson. Can you tell us like, how we developed our the people who are like wants to improving their life, because the people came in this dream country to raise their kids, better education and better things. So I believe like, the politics, sometimes politics banish everything. So what is your observation? Do you have any comment about that?
Well, the Board of Education is bipartisan, so they're not affiliated with any political party. My job is to serve all communities, not looking at what your political affiliation is, because at the end of the day, I want to treat everyone equal and provide what's best for our community. And education is not political. Education is equitable, should be equitable, and should be accessible to all.
Can you share my viewers like just bullet 2 or 3 point, like what is the commissioner duty in Board of Education? Just my curiosity. Also, I want to share my viewers.
Yeah, I mean, well, 3 things that the commissioner would do that in the board is we control the budget, advocate for our families, our teachers, and our staff, and bring new resources, resources in all different aspects for the district. Just a few of the things that a commissioner.
Do you have any plan, like you want to take toward the publicly right now, like any motivation, newly things like very important things for myself, like to establish connection between teacher and the parents,
Yeah.
this way. Do you have any plan to improve these things?
Absolutely. Well, my platform, I had 3 bullet points for my platform. My platform, the first one was bringing more social emotional wellness programs. As a social worker, mental health is very important to me. The second thing was, to educate and advocate on why bullying is happening. It's a major issue during our times. We all want a solution. I want to educate on why it's happening, and bring resources to help our families. Also, and the third thing is parent advocacy and parent involvement. Help our parents and the community get together and be more involved in our district. With my experience in working with families, a lot of the concerns that I receive is that sometimes families don't know how to get involved. So I want to be able to bridge that gap where our parents could be more involved in in our children's education.
Thank you so much. Excellent point you raised about the bullying. This is very, very in the school campus or college campus. Psychologically, some kids, they are broke, mentally. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক মন্ডলী, আমার প্রশ্ন ছিল কমিশনারের কাছে যে তাদের ডিউটিগুলা, এবং সে অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ, ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট একটা পয়েন্ট উঠিয়েছে যে বুলিং এর জন্য, এবং সে বলেছে যে তার প্ল্যান আছে, সে প্যারেন্টস এবং টিচারদের সাথে আরো সেতু বন্ধন, ব্রিজটা কিভাবে করা যায় এটা অতি সত্ত্বর চেষ্টা করবে। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ কমিশনার। the city of Patterson, it's a beautiful city. Sometimes the people are complaining the standard of education in this city, like it's not the national standard, so hopefully your dynamic work, because you are the person you share with us today, you never give up. So we hope, and it is our hope, pray your dynamic role and commissioner next few years, and we hope that our school will be more healthy and system will be very good, excellent performance. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক মন্ডলী, আমরা দেখতে দেখতে আজকে এই প্রোগ্রামের শেষ পর্যায়ে চলে এসেছি। আমরা আশা করছি যে আমরা ভবিষ্যতে এই ধরনের সিটির যারা আছেন, যারা কাজ সিটির অগ্র ভূমিকায় কাজ করছেন, তাদেরকে নিয়ে আসবো, আমাদের শুরুতে কথা বলবো। আশা করছি এখন আপনাদের কাছে ভালো লেগেছে। আমরা Commissioner Dania Martinez, I appreciate your time with us. At the end of the show, I appreciate your valuable time. You next few years, your excellent performance we'll see, and hopefully we wish you good health and bright future. And at last, for our teenager, for the politician, new immigrant, few words, and please.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
I says we are at the end of the show right now. What is your last comment, about my slogan is think big. I always inspire people about think big. If you think big, then so last few words, for our audience, our viewers, as your journey and as your dream, please share with us.
Okay. I would like to, thank all the viewers here tonight. Mohammed, Think Big, for having me here. As a newly elected commissioner, I'm very humbled to have received, to have been elected, and to take on this role. I take great responsibility and pride. I've always said, I don't promise change because change takes time, but I will, work with integrity, transparency, and advocacy. Always be an advocate for my community members. And I would like to leave with this message that I'm a profound believer that when you have a dream, no matter how big you think it may be, never give up on that dream. That that little sensation that you get in your chest, like that little idea, like you should do this, you should try it, do it. Listen to your inner voice. Don't be afraid. It's gonna get scary and sometimes you might fail, but don't give up, because in the end you will see the fruit of all your hard work and sacrifices.
Thank you so much, respected viewers. I was connected Dania Martinez whole election period, and the very polite, and Diana always smiling, and she had a lot of speed to do the work. Wish with all my viewers your healthy life, bright future, and Patterson City, very happy. We as a first commissioner who scored a lot of votes, like more than 70,000 votes. So hopefully her path of the journey will be brighter and brighter. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক মন্ডলী, আমরা এতক্ষণ নবনিযুক্ত প্যাটারসন সিটির বোর্ড অফ কমিশনার ডায়না মার্টিনেজের সাথে কথা বললাম। আশা করছি যে সমগ্র অনুষ্ঠান আপনারা তার কথা শুনেছেন, তার স্বপ্ন আপনাদের সবাইকে নিয়ে কাজ করার জন্য। সে আপনাদের সকলের কোঅপারেশন চাচ্ছে এবং সে আগামী দিনে আপনাদেরকে নিয়ে কাজ করবে, এবং তার স্বপ্ন প্যাটারসন স্কুল সিস্টেম যেন আরো বেশি উন্নতি লাভ করে, প্যারেন্টসরা, অভিভাবকরা যেন আরো বেশি ইনভলভ হয় স্কুলের সাথে, ট্রান্সপারেন্সি হয় যেন, এইসব নিয়ে সেই কথা বলেছে। আশা করছি আপনাদের সবাই ভালো লেগেছে। ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে এতক্ষণ আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য। থ্যাংক ইউ so much all respected viewers. Sun will be shine tomorrow, we hope, and I pray the hidden coronavirus will be away very soon from this earth, and we'll see each another. We will be gathered, our family. The day is coming soon. Pray for Almighty, for all the platform, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, all the people who will meet together, inshallah. ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে, আপনারা সবাই ভালো থাকুন। Thank you so much. Bye bye now.
Bye. Thank you.
So
স্টার রেস্টুরেন্ট, এখানে পাবেন বাংলাদেশি, পাকিস্তানি এবং ইন্ডিয়ান হালাল খাবার। বিদেশে বাংলাদেশের স্বাদ। নান, কাবাব, বিরিয়ানি এবং সব ধরনের দেশি খাবারের জন্য আজই স্টার রেস্টুরেন্টে আসুন। Star Restaurant, 326 Chamberlain Avenue, Patterson, New Jersey, 07502. Phone 973-653-3208.
নিউ জার্সির সকল রেসিডেন্টসের দৃষ্টি আকর্ষণ করছি। নিউ জার্সিতে সুলভ মূল্যে বাড়িঘর ক্রয় বিক্রয়ের জন্য একমাত্র নির্ভরযোগ্য প্রতিষ্ঠান EXP রিয়েলিটি। EXP রিয়েলিটির সেলিং এজেন্ট জনাব গোলাম হাসান জানাচ্ছে আপনাদেরকে স্বাগতম। আপনারা EXP তে ফোন কল করুন, টেলিফোন নাম্বার 973-557-5158।